Okay, so let's go through this. As I came to sitting on the floor of my son's bedroom with a searing pain in my left shoulder, I asked them what just happened. We don't know, Mom. You stood up and then just went down to the floor. I quickly realized I had passed out. Later, when I just happened to be in the doctor's office for an unrelated matter, I didn't go to the doctor after passing out. I asked the doctor why this happened. Well, leading up to this event, I had been recently divorced and trying to be an engaged single mother. I would do insurance inspections all day. So let's clear this up a little, Jennifer. Trey, it feels a little wordy to me. This is one really long sentence, right? It's one really, really long sentence. So I would just say leading up to, and think about leading up to this event. That sounds too formal. I would say leading up to my to that happening to me, or in the weeks before that happened, I had recently been divorced and becoming a single mom wasn't easy, something like that, right? I would do insurance inspections all day, spend time with my two young boys in the evenings, then do insurance paperwork after they went to bed, and then just use 3 dots to make this flow a little better. Sometimes only getting 2 hours of sleep and doing it all over again. You see what I mean there? So make it something that looks a little bit like this. On top of all of that, I was exercising strenuously, not eating enough protein, and drinking enough fluids to support the activity. The doctor said when I stood up from a squatting position at my son's bedtime, my blood pressure plummeted. It's a tough one to say. And I fainted due to lack of oxygen in my brain. I said, okay, let's not do that again, I thought. At this point, I made a decision to change, but I had no idea what I was looking for or who to trust. Now, Jennifer, go into this a little bit more, right? So I made a decision to change. It sounds too abrupt and rushed, right? So here's an idea of maybe something I would do here. I started looking around online for some way to earn a little extra on the side to help with extra on the side, because I thought it would lower my stress levels and give me more control over life or something, right? I knew I had to be the one to make a change. No one could do it for me. Something like this, right? And then say, but I had no idea what I was looking for or who to trust. I mean, that's a magical line. In any ad copy, that's a magical, magical line right there. Fast forward through years of trying and searching to one day, an acquaintance sent me a short, weird video on Facebook Messenger, and it talked about how I could create my own business from my laptop in virtually no time at all. I was pretty skeptical, but after a few minutes and a come to Jesus moment, I realized I was about to my life is about to take a sharp turn, and it did. Fast forward to today, I'm at the laptop typing. I'm planning a trip to Israel, which will happen in the next 12 months. Okay, going on a trip to 2 weeks to Savannah, Georgia. It's on my bucket list. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Also, in the next 5 years, I'll be taking trips to the United Kingdom, Greece, France. I also want to go to Hawaii. Okay, perfect. Yeah, planning to go to Super Bowl if my team ever makes it again. Yeah, see, that's like fun, nice humor. This is good. I don't do a minute of work when my business working with me every single second of every day. Now, I would stay away from the phrase paycheck to paycheck. Everybody keeps using that phrase because I think it's in my ad copy where I give an example. Don't use that phrase. It probably works for me in the ads because I've been running ads for so long. But for most people who are getting started, that's just not going to be a phrase that flies. So I've been in that. I would just say there was way too much because there was way too much month left at the end of the money. Oh, I get it. Okay, it took me a sec. You know, you could just say, I don't know, just reword that paycheck to paycheck part. And I wouldn't even say really broke either, but definitely get rid of paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, this is great. This is great. All that feels like a form of life now. Now the freedom definitely streamed, but more important, I feel like a new person. Okay. So I would probably get away from the 12-bedroom mansion, $250,000 car. I think I mentioned this on Facebook too. I would say, you know, so use a phrase like this. Honestly, I'm not some bajillionaire, you know, jet flying. I may not be some bajillionaire jet flying, jet owning diva. You know what I mean? Say something like that, because a bajillionaire, everybody kind of gets what it is, or they get what you're trying to go for, but that's not going to trigger Facebook's algorithm to say, oh, that's something we need to look out for, okay? So you're saying it without saying it. My relationships have improved in ways I never thought possible. My day-to-day and habits have drastically improved. This lifestyle is all possible. Okay, perfect. Yep. Good, good, good. This all looks good. Now follow this. Follow this. Okay. If this is my mobile device right here, right? And your ad comes up here. Your ad, it's a sponsored ad, and it shows up right here in my Facebook feed, right? Or even in Instagram. Facebook's algorithm, understand this and take notes on this, is solely based on engagement, okay? Engagement. What does Facebook want more than anything from their advertisers? They want people to keep their phone open on the Facebook app as long as humanly possible. That is their goal, okay? At least in advertising. So if I have a 1,500 word, if it's well written, if I have a 1,500 word post, guess what? It gets more engagement. It gets more time open on the screen. Facebook rates ads with what's called a relevance score, meaning how well performing is your ad. It can be on a scale of 1 to 10. So the longer the ad copy, again, if it's well written, you're likely to get a higher score. If it's really short, think about it, 50 words. I log and I'm scrolling through, boom, it's 50 words. I can read it in a couple seconds and then click off and disappear, right? Those are more likely to have a little bit of a lower score. So a little bit longer story can bump up your relevance score, which then increases your deliverability and gets you a lower cost per click and a lower cost per result, or CPR, which is cost per result or cost per lead. Does that make sense? Quick hand raise if that makes sense. If that theory makes sense to you. I've tested this over and over and over and over and over and over again, and it works. You just have to do the hard work of actually crafting a story and doing a good job of that. I mean, I have training for you in the back office, but you know, you're gonna have to do the work of actually crafting it, just like Jennifer did. That was really well done, okay?